Well, joining us now is artist Sean Feucht. Sean, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, so great to be with you guys again.
Well, I want to ask you, Sean, TuneCore says this was a mistake that was quickly corrected.
Mhm.
What is your take on what happened?
Well, I think what we're seeing right now is cancel culture is coming for the church. And, the Biden administration and this political era that we're in is just emboldening these companies. And, I've done over 20 records that I've uploaded with TuneCore. I understand the digital distribution process. And, when this happened, it wasn't that there was an issue technically. I mean, the words that I got in the email that I posted online for everyone to see, full transparency, is that it was blocked. And there was no reason given for it to be blocked according to copyright or an error. They said there was an error after we released a lot of pushback from people online that jumped onto their accounts, people that voiced their frustration. And I think that's what we have to do in this era.
Just push back. Well, let me ask you, has the
Yeah.
publicity over this cancellation perhaps actually benefited you by raising awareness of your album?
Well, I think for me, I think it's definitely going to benefit us. But I feel like I've never heard of cancel culture coming for a digitally distributed album. I was calling out blatant hypocrisy, how that TuneCore and other digital distributors are releasing albums that are containing, calling for rape and violence and murdering and these horrible explicit lyrics. And here they're blocking a worship album to God. And I think that that's what we have to do in this cancel culture era right now is we have to stand up. We have to raise our voice. We cannot be silenced by the mob.
Well, I want to ask you about that because, of course, we've seen several major booksellers cancel conservative authors
Yeah.
recently. There's a sense that conservatives and people of faith can no longer rely on mainstream digital platforms going forward. What are your plans for getting your content out, knowing you could be vulnerable again?
Yeah, and that's something that we really need to get innovative. We need to come up with creative solutions because it's just going to get worse. I was on the phone with lawyers from Alliance Defending Freedom and other big law firms that are really stepping up to help people like me in this season, and we were all in agreement. We have to find creative ways. We have to find new avenues. We have to create our own digital distribution outlets so that we won't succumb to this massive movement right now to cancel anybody that doesn't agree with the mainstream status quo.
Yeah, well, really fascinating stuff. We are out of time, but Sean Feucht, thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you so much.